Today, we're making Thai cashew chicken. So if you're a fan of Asian food and you love a good stir fry, stay tuned because this recipe is up next. First thing you're going to need is some sliced onion, sliced celery, a red bell pepper, and I like to cut these into 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch pieces. Do the same thing to a green bell pepper and smaller slices of a jalapeno. We're also going to need some green onion, and I cut this into 1-inch strips. Here I've got a can of salted whole cashews and several small red chili peppers. And for this recipe, it's best to use several boneless chicken thighs. And I like to cut each one of these thighs into 3/4 inch pieces. Something like this here is perfect. Now I'll just add about half of those pieces to a large bowl. Season with kosher salt and pepper. Then add the rest of the chicken pieces and do the same thing. All you have to do now is mix it thoroughly, make sure it's covered on all of that chicken. And rice takes about 20 minutes to cook, so it's a good idea to get this started. Now for our sauce. Got a little bit of oyster sauce in the bottom here. I'm going to add some dark soy sauce, a little bit of light soy sauce, some fish sauce, sugar and MSG, which is optional, water, and I like to add some toasted sesame oil and some chili oil for the heat, some chopped ginger, and of course some chopped garlic. And that's all you're going to need to make your sauce. Now in a hot pan on the stove, I'm going to add some olive oil. Get that stirred around a bit, make sure it's even across the whole bottom of that pan. Now add the chicken. And because chicken takes the longest to cook, I like to do it on the stove as not to waste gas when I'm wok cooking, which I'll be doing here next. And it only takes about 10 to 15 minutes to cook each one of these pieces thoroughly and all the way through. And when it looks something like this is when I feel comfortable killing the heat. Now it's time to fire up the wok. Again, I'm just going to add a little bit of oil. And the first thing we want to drop in here is the cashews, followed by those small red chilies. But don't let these rest. You want to move them around a bit. Give them a light toast. This only takes about 15 to 20 seconds to do, but it really enhances the flavor. And you could just add them to a plate and let them rest here for a few minutes while we move on to the rest of the stir fry. Again, we'll add some oil and we'll hit smoke point, which is a good thing with wok cooking, by the way. It means your pan's ready to go. So once the wok is evenly coated, you can throw in your veggies. And I only spend about a minute cooking these is all, constantly moving. It's good to have your veggies crisp and fresh with a light sear. Just need to season a bit with kosher salt and pepper. And after a few good flips, we're ready to add the chicken. And you just lay it right over the top. And immediately you can hear all of those juices from that chicken go down to the bottom of that wok and steam up through all of those vegetables. And once you've got an even mix, you can go ahead and add your sauce. Now I probably only spend about 25 seconds here making sure that sauce mixes through thoroughly and soaks into that chicken. Mostly, you want to make sure the chicken isn't overcooked and the vegetables aren't soggy. That's what's so great about wok cooking and flash heat. Now we can add the cashews, the small red chilies, and don't forget the green onions. And I literally only spend enough time here to make sure it's mixed thoroughly, that it's an even, balanced mix throughout the whole thing, and then I kill the heat. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And there you have it, Thai cashew chicken right here in the Poor Man's Gourmet Kitchen. Thank you for watching, and be sure to stop by PoorMansGourmetKitchen.com for more recipes and exact ingredients.